Here we have another quick example dealing with exponent properties. We want to simplify this quantity here using all those properties that we've recently learned. Now the first one, this is a very tricky term that students very often make a mistake on, so pay close attention to this first term here, negative 3 squared, and then we also have plus 5 times the quantity 3 times 1 to the ninth quantity squared. So obviously a big part of this is also keeping in mind the order of operations. So we have any grouping symbols, parentheses or brackets, exponents, then multiplication and division, then any addition and subtraction. So let's take care of these grouping symbols first. Since this quantity is all squared, we can use that new property that we've learned where we can take 3 to the second times 1 to the ninth to the second. So we'll go and take care of that first. We have negative 3 squared plus 5 times 3 to the second times 1 to the ninth to the second. If you remember your properties, this is the same as 1 to the 18th, because a power to a power we multiply. So 1 to the 18th power. So the grouping symbols have been taken care of. We can drop the parentheses now. All right, now it's time for exponents. Okay, this first term, here's the one I wanted us to be careful about. This is not the quantity negative 3 squared. This is 3 squared that we have a negative attached to the front of. Now, how do I know? Well, remember, exponents, the 3 squared, comes before multiplication, which is times like this negative 1 that's understood to be in front of the 3. So we would have to do exponents, which means square the 3 before we make it negative. And that's so important to understand. To say it another way, there is no understood grouping of the negative with the 3. That's not there. The only parentheses, if you wanted to put some, would be 3 squared. So we'd have, actually, in fact, for this first term, negative 9, not positive 9, negative 9 plus 5 times 3 squared is 9, and 1 to the 18th power is 1. 1 times 1 times 1, 18 times would be 1. Then we'd have negative 9 plus 45. And then we'll subtract 9 from both sides, or we'll subtract 9 from 45, and we'll get 36 as our final answer. So we did parentheses, then took care of the exponents, then we did the multiplication, there was no division, and then lastly we took care of the addition and subtraction.